There are few things more rewarding, inspiring and fulfilling in life as discovering the world's remote places in an all-terrain vehicle. I've been doing it since I was 12, and in my own vehicle since I was 21. In 2013, I teamed up with kindred spirit Paul Marsh to set off deep into the Kalahari to make a series of overlanding training videos. Welcome to a series of discussions about overlanding, vehicle and all that means. We called it the Overland Workshop. 2 years later, we set off again, this time into the most remote and hard to reach parts of the Namib Desert. And then 2 years later, on the world's longest cattle route in Western Australia.
Andrew, you wanted a shower. Fifth one we've seen. Burnt out, turned upside down, and one hell of a fire.
Another 2 years, by now it's 2019, and it's back to Africa to refurbish a 20-year-old Land Cruiser in Cape Town. Day 6 of the build, and we're getting quite close to starting the engine.
The worst scenario, if you had
And now we are pleased to announce that the Overland Workshop is back.
And the first thing, he looked at me in the eye and he said, "I want to search your car."
looking at how can we access all the equipment quite quickly. Equally, once I get onto the busy road, I want to remove this because I need good airflow through here.
You might be asking the question, well, how fast is fast?
So if I've done 250,000 kilometers on my vehicle, would I change the water pump? It's working fine, why should I bother?
So what Paul and I have done is create focused courses on all of the important elements of successful overland travel. There are currently 3 courses on offer, with 2 more coming soon. Kitting and fitting a 4-wheel drive tourer, understanding the rules of accessibility and effective use of space will result in a vehicle that is a pleasure to live with, will be comfortable, safe when driving, as well as efficient when setting up and breaking down camp. The vehicle you build will be suited to your ultimate travel goals. A second in-depth course, Overland Operations. 33 lectures including safety and security, preparing mentally, emotionally and physical for overland travel. Driving skills, handling border posts and bureaucracy, maintaining your vehicle when on a trip, and much more. The third is choosing a 4-wheel drive. What vehicle will best suit your overlanding aspirations? How do you know? How do you make the right decision? Are you sure? Do you know the real-world differences between operating vehicles large and small, pickup or wagon or van or a compact? Have you asked all the right questions?
This can and will account for a couple of problems which you might have. One is if it really gets severe.
Critical thing about staying alive 48 hours is water.
Make our repair. So if you ever had to change a wheel and you didn't have a jack, you could put a rock under the axle and you could dig a hole underneath the wheel. So you arrive at an incident, an accident. Now what I'm talking about just before we got into this was you don't want to be...
2 additional courses will be available by June 2022. These include mechanical preparation and maintenance of an overlander, an in-depth, step-by-step guide through the processes of preparing a vehicle for extended overland travel, and DC electrical installations from basic to advanced. Of all the elements in building a 4-wheel drive tourer, it's the electrical installations that are least understood, even by so-called qualified workshops. Now you can understand the basics, that you can either do it yourself or know exactly what to expect from a service facility. Take advantage of our 40% launch offer. Ends 30 January 2022. Visit theoverlandworkshop.com to find out more.